everybody? Oh, oh, oh shit! The red light's on. Oh shit, we're live. Okay.
Hopefully they didn't catch that.
Oh, so too. What's going on, y'all? Mixed martial arts mayhem, bro. I said mixed martial arts. Martial arts mayhem, guys. We back in the building. What's going on? It's been a minute, y'all. We sorry. A lot of shit's been going on. Okay, I've been sick. My boy's been on vacation. Light skinned Day Walker got a promotion, so he said, "F y'all, I'm out." Nah. We just joking. No. He did get a promotion, so he will be on here less. But it's okay. It's okay. You still got us, guys. You know what I'm saying? When light skin can come through, we can come through. All right. But right now, you got tais.worldtv as always, and you got my partner in crime, Buggy D Newgate out here. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Buggy?
Let's rename that to Buggy Ducks New Game.
Why we got what? We got
Might as
another
well,
fucking freaking name now, bro. What
might
you
as
doing?
well. That's what the D stands for, Ducks.
Crazy.
This
The mighty ducks. That's what it stands
I
for.
I will say before we get into this movie, I hope everybody's staying warm out there because I know it's cold as hell
Oh, it's
outside.
cold as hell. Yo, I was coming home, bro. It's just icicles everywhere. It's
Yeah,
looking like,
so I hope you guys are staying warm
bruh.
out there because
It's
it's
look,
freezing out there.
yo, for real. It's like Okiji just came in and just made a big fart with his devil fruit, and then just everything just frozen. It's insane. Ooh, all right, y'all. So listen, we're gonna talk about this. So for those of y'all that don't know, we pride ourselves in doing so we look at martial arts movies, old and new, and then we review it. You know what I'm saying? Last week we did the Transporter. Go watch that. That was pretty cool. And today we are doing Bloodsport. Okay. Now Bloodsport came out in 1988, so this is an 80s movie. Okay, prime, prime and premium 80s movie. Okay,
Oh
starring
yeah.
none other than JVCD, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Okay,
This is our second Jean-Claude movie, right?
yeah, the first
Okay.
one was with Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
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 Now I'm gonna spoiler alert. This is the better movie. I mean, for sure. This is the better movie, but I have
Yeah.
problems with it.
You know,
Oh my
I
god. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Jesus.
half halfway into this movie, I'm saying to myself, you gotta have an acquired taste for these Jean-Claude movies,
Man,
honestly.
yeah, man. Because JVCD, he is a now. Don't get me wrong. He is a legend in these martial arts streets. Don't in terms of like movies. Don't get me wrong. But his movies, god damn, the acting is not the best.
How can we also forget him in Street Fighter?
Ugh.
But yeah,
As an American,
he's definitely
as an
an
American.
acquired taste.
Oh yeah.
That's why I never like him and Seagal. Those are like the two I never like really
Uh,
cared for.
boy, Seagal.
Um,
That's one we gotta watch.
I remember a random John Claude movie came on. And I'm like, what the like? Why? What's going on in this movie? It's like you were saying earlier before we started going live. The over exaggeration.
Oh yeah, like Jesus Christ, like the action scenes were just so exaggerated. Like the most famous scene when when Bolo Young, the big, well, I'm gonna get into him too,
Yeah.
the big dude, he cheats and throws the white dust in his eye. So the way he looks when he
uh, yeah. Exactly. Like he just got chemicals spilled into his eyes, like he's becoming
yo, like
Daredevil
his
and shit.
eyes is yo for real. Like he's like, and then after that he does some Daredevil
He
shit.
fights
It's
like Daredevil.
yo.
That's why it said
I was just like,
So since we're getting into the negatives, I wanted to bring this up real quick.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, go ahead.
right after Jackson gets destroyed by Bolo Young's character Chong Li, and that
Yo,
whole
oh my god.
you know what I'm talking about, right?
I know
Where
exactly which one you're talking about.
it becomes a whole music video of him training and him in the bus. I'm like, as soon as it cuts to him up top of the building training, I literally laughed my ass off.
Yo, let me tell y'all something. This is like as 90s as y'all, I mean 80s as y'all can
No,
get, bro. This is
other thing,
uh
the composer, this man loves synthesizers in that whole movie, bro. And dude, I'm like, what is going on? This is what? Why? Why?
it's crazy because and I saw this movie as a kid. I actually liked it as a
This
kid,
was
but
my
now
first
that
time
I'm
watching it.
get
FYI,
out of here for
everybody.
real.
Yeah, first
Oh
time.
my god. Okay, so you really got to do the talking for this one.
That I can
Like,
remember because I don't remember what the other uh Van Damme movie was that I saw when I was younger.
yeah, because like I said, I think we talked about this. We just talked about this before we recorded. This and Kickboxer, I get confused with a lot because it's like the same damn movie, basically, sort of. Like we're gonna watch Kickboxer too. Um, but I think Bolo Young, the big Chinese, the big dude, like he's in that movie too, if I'm not mistaken, because
I wouldn't be surprised.
he's in another Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, and I think it's when he has a twin or something like that, and he plays himself. He plays another version of himself.
Double Impact, right?
I
Yeah,
think it's Double Imp. Yeah, and
yeah.
Bolo Young was in that movie too. He was doing shit. Like we're gonna get to that too. We're gonna get to those movies too. But yeah, man, like the thing with me was the training. That's the thing to me. With the father, the old dude,
Tanaka,
the
yeah,
Tanaka, like first his son died. We don't even know how his son died.
yeah. There's
I
no
don't think.
explanation of
It
how
is
he
no
passed
explanation. The
away
only thing I
that I
can
can
really,
remember.
yeah, like I didn't hear an explanation. I mean, he just, oh, he
He
died.
just passed away.
Yeah, it was just like, did he go into the arena with Bolo Young and died? I mean, I can understand that now because that's what the kid did. He wanted to,
Yeah, that would have been like a perfect way of saying like
yeah,
that's how he passed away. But I
yeah,
don't
but
remember
it's just
any
like,
mention of it.
right, and they try to do the cute, the see the drama was not there for me because the
No.
acting wasn't there. Like the acting was trash in this movie. Like,
Okay,
the
I'm glad you brought that up. I
yeah, go ahead,
wanted to
go
talk
ahead.
about the flashback scene when you saw
With the kids,
younger Van
yo,
Damme.
oh my god, please talk about that because I want to say something too, please.
That that kid who played the younger Van Damme, like
Acted just
holy
like him.
shit.
Acted just like
Holy shit. That's all
acted
I have
just
to
like
say
him. Had the voice,
about that.
had the voice and all, had
Now,
the accent and all that.
yeah, and like I understood like it's immigrants that came over, like that made perfect sense and all that stuff, but like
Yeah, but y'all could have did a
the
better job.
actor was just
Yeah, y'all could have did a
oh
better
my
job.
god,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. Like, and then there's the scene where all three of the kids, these three kids, him included with two other white kids, they go into the actual,
Oh,
they
they're
go into the
beating up
house and try to,
the
pick up something. Right. Like, Jack, come on,
yeah.
Frank, let's go. And it's just like, that's like some four kids dub shit that I heard, bro. Because ain't no fucking way. They
Almost ghost
talking like
stories
this.
dubbed.
Yeah. And then the way that little Frank is just staring there with the sword, like I wouldn't be doing that. Like no kids would be doing this. I'm getting out of there. Like this man could call the police on me. Like have my parents come. That's another thing. Does Frank have parents? I don't know because he never
Yeah.
mentioned it.
You actually yeah, you saw them when he was talking about training them.
Oh, he did. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Or well
But
him having him under his wing to train his son.
oh, and oh yeah, that's true. That's true. But nah. But my thing of it was, yo, Tanaka's son just came out of nowhere and stood there for like a quick second, and then just kicked the shit out of Kid Frank. Like,
Also,
bro.
the hilarious the shit that had me laughing was when the younger Tanaka kid, I forgot his actual name, calls Frank when he's little round eye. I'm like, that is the
Oh,
funniest
yo,
insult
you
I've
know
ever
what?
heard.
I'm glad you said that because I'm like, wait a minute, ain't that supposed to be y'all? Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hey, I'm doing reverse racist. Yeah, this is what we doing. Okay, this kind of movie. But again, this is the night. This is the '80s. You know what I'm saying? So they were just doing wild shit. Okay. I had just thought about this too. I forgot the name of the guy. His friend
Jackson.
Jackson, whitest dude. Yo, they picked the whitest dude they could find, bro. They picked the most American person they could find to be the sidekick to Frank. And they usually do this. For an American dude, they usually get the trucker stupid type of, type of American. But of course the main character who's not American is like the stoic, uh, silent, not silent, but stoic good guy. And I'm just like, this the same shit that I saw in American Ninja? Not American Ninja. Was American Ninja that we saw?
Might have been.
Yeah, American Ninja. Like when we saw that, and and they had the same thing on there too. So the '80s had a trend basically of differentiating who was like a good guy, who was the main character
Yeah.
compared to everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Also,
Uh,
I wanted to
yeah.
mention that I just looking at the cast right now, like Forrest Whitaker was
Yo,
in this.
oh my God, thank you for bringing it up. I had no idea he was in this movie.
Neither did I. I'm like, I saw the credits
I have never seen
when
that
in the opening
man.
credits. I'm like, Forrest Whitaker's in this?
Yo,
Because
I
those of you that don't know, movies back then had the opening credits of like actors.
yeah,
It's
before right.
not like now where you see the credits at the end. Well, some
Right.
movies do it, some
So
don't.
yeah, some movies do it. Some movies do it. But yeah, yeah, I was like, and I've never seen Forrest Whitaker this young in my life. Like,
I
in my life.
actually I did, and he's in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh wow. Yeah.
That's the youngest I've probably seen him.
Oh my gosh, I have to look at that movie again because I'm telling you, like, there's always movies that I see like a famous person in that they were in something before that I never really recognized them in because I was a kid. So it's definitely one of these, and Bloodsport's that too because I had no idea this man was in this movie. Crazy.
The one I always bring up is 28 Weeks Later.
There you go. There you go. And can we talk about the taser that he had? That big
Yo,
ass block.
what was that,
I
bro?
have no idea, bro.
I'm
I
like,
when it,
is that what tasers look like in the 80s, bro? There's
yo,
no
for real,
way.
I was just like, this looked like a phone, bro, a house phone.
You know what that looked like? Something out of like 2001's A Space
Yes,
Odyssey or some shit like that.
yes,
Like, yo,
yes,
can we
yes.
borrow this for this movie? Like, we'll just modify it real quick.
Yeah, we'll just modify it. This is a house. Nah, by the time we done, this is gonna be a whole shock, shock thing, bro. It's just taser. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, like I,
So, real
yeah,
quick,
yeah.
one thing I wish this movie did that it really didn't do that well was letting the fights play out. They were just like
Oh yeah, they were going through a montage.
going
So
by like that. Like,
yeah,
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 like
yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Like, at
I
least like
get you.
if you do that, at least show me like a couple fights that are like
Important, right?
prolonged. Like, yeah,
Yeah, like
but it was just mostly just filler
yeah.
to
Well,
get to where we needed to. Jackson facing Bolo's character.
oh yeah, like even the fights that he was doing was kind of insane. Like when Frank or JV, Jean-Claude fought the Muay Thai dude, like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
he was just like he's like he's just doing the kicks and shit, trying to see who's the harder kicker out here. That was funny. That was funny. And that's the thing though. The choreography for me was I don't know if you think that way too, but the choreography wasn't like to some
Some
of them.
fights. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like some of them would just didn't look that great.
No.
Oddly enough, I like the fight with Jackson and Bolo Young. I actually did like that. That was like brutal as hell. And honestly, I don't know if Jackson would have won per se, but I was with Frank though. I was like, yo, why are you celebrating? You gotta keep going. Like, what are you doing, bro? And then Bolo got his composure and then just started to beat the shit out of Jackson. I thought he was dead after that. The way he was,
Also,
man.
when Ah, John Claude's character Frank was telling Jackson like hints about where to attack Chong Li, and he didn't even bother taking it.
Nah, because remember, he's a dumb American. That's how they are. Like,
And that's the other thing. So Jackson hit Bolo's character, and Bolo's character goes down, and he's pandering to the fans like it's a wrestling show and shit. This is
yeah,
Bloodsport, my
exactly.
guy.
Yo, like, what are you? And that's what I was just saying. Like, what are you doing, bro? You out here, you got a good hit on this man. Got blood coming out, Kool-Aid coming out of this man, and you sitting there just roaring the crowd like you a wrestler. Like, no, this is blood sport, dude. What are you
Dumb
doing?
Americans.
I'm, t- I'm telling you, the '80s they had a trend, bro. They had a trend. All, God, like all Americans are dumb. Okay, all Americans are dumb.
Can we
It's
also
crazy.
talk about Janice? Can we talk about Janice?
You know,
I only said it like that because you're watching Sopranos.
just talking about that. I feel so bad. I hate Janice though. I hate Janice with passion. I hate
I
Janice.
hate them in both.
I hate her with a passion, bro. The fact she trying to sit here and get at Ralph, bro. I mean not Ralph. The
Frank.
yeah, like no, I'm
This
talking
man
about
said
like
Ralph.
Sopranos. I'm talking
This
about that.
man, this man said Ralph.
I said, yo, Ralph
Those of
is
you
a
that watch Sopranos, you
wild,
know what he's talking about.
yo, Ralph is a wild boy, bro.
Oh my
Like,
god, that's hilarious.
son, like he's out here killing. You know what? I can't even say that because right now, but
If you've seen
Ralph is a
Sopranos,
wild
they
ass
know what's going
character.
on in there.
Oh yeah, Ralph is a wild ass character, bro. Jesus, and I feel so bad for Tony's wife. I feel so bad for her. This man is just out here ripping and running these streets. Bro, oh my God. I want to tell you something so bad. I got to tell you that after.
After.
Yeah, I'll tell you after. Don't let me forget it, please.
Yeah,
But anyway, getting back into here. So that, yeah, Janice, the woman, the only woman character on this,
right.
in this movie, who,
Minus the one character on the bus where Jackson was trying to holler at.
oh yeah, and then after that, we don't see no women, period, except for Mrs. Dr. Malcolm. Which is crazy. But of course, in every '80s movie, the only woman who's a part of the main cast has to sleep with the main character, of course. And then, of course, the main character of JVCD
I
has to
will
show off
say,
his body.
yeah.
Always.
Well, he was slicker with how he picked her up, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like I'm like, okay, that's clever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like, I go if you go to dinner with me. You know what I'm saying? And then right after dinner, she got the dessert, if you know what I mean. She got the banana split. You know what I'm
She got
saying?
the.
She got,
Yo, I think I said this in the last Van Damme movie that we gotta start a counter of how many splits are in the movie because I lost count how many were
oh
in
my
this movie.
God. I think, well, he did it in the beginning with the training, so that was one.
Yo, that one was crazy. That
Yo,
one was legit crazy.
oh, I'm glad you brought that up too. That was actually pretty, like, damn. That made me hurt.
That was hurting
Like,
me.
ooh. And Mr. Takanaka was just pulling like crazy, bro. And then when you just saw him, like, kind of take control and then get out of it a little bit to the point where he broke the damn machine, which is
Yeah, he broke it.
that was a pretty cool scene. Out of all of that, that was a pretty cool scene for me. But yeah, it was that one. And then when he was sitting when Jackson came in, oh, I want to talk about that too. How the hell you come into somebody else's like somebody else's room and put your dirty fucking feet on the goddamn bed? No, and I caught that when Jackson did that shit when he going onto the bed, and he climbed with his own dirty ass jeans, just talking to this man while he meditating and shit. Like, and again he's doing it in the splits, mind you.
hmm
Cause you know what though, that's the thing with JVCD. Like with most martial arts movies, everybody's got their niche. Okay, with Jackie Chan, he had his own stunts. With JVCD, he had splits. That was his claim to fame. Okay. Um, and then on top of that, he did it with Bolo. Oh, can we talk about that fight? Not with Bolo when he fought the big dude, right? And then he does a
Oh,
split and then
eh,
uppercuts
ah,
his balls. I'm just like,
ah.
ew. Like you really did that. Like you really went up
I
into
mean,
his
Johnny Cage does
girdle.
it.
I mean, yeah, but
Ah.
they got pants on usually. Like this man didn't have no pants on. Like
Well,
that's full like ball odor. You know what I'm saying? Like, did he smell his hand after that? Because I would have,
ah,
you know what
ah.
I'm saying? Like, I would have been washing my hands after that. Like, I get it, y'all. The nut shot, I get that. But, dude, he had the Rikishi outfit, bro. Like, you ain't just gonna wash your hands, bro. Like, you just touching mad ball juice, bro. Like, man, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, I just think about shit like that when he
That's
do that.
wild.
Yo, for
Was not
real.
expecting a Rikishi reference in this video.
Hey, listen, there's a lot of references in
Wow.
this goddamn video we gonna be making because this was a pure '80s like shit
Cheese fest,
martial
bro.
arts movie.
Cheese fest.
Oh yeah,
Cheese
Cheese
fest.
Fest to the million, bro. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay, I don't think. Yeah, Cheese Fest to a million, bro. Insane, bro. Um,
Dude, now that we're talking about cheese, especially when the music started playing, like the specifics music they had for this movie and shit.
oh yeah, bro. And it sounded like it was like from every other action American action movie, bro.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It's like even in American Ninja was like the same kind of music too. Just oh my god, it's just and then the
American Ninja.
oh my god, and then the dubbing wasn't great either. That's the thing too. It was some of them. I was like, what is this?
Also, I wanted to bring up something that I just remembered right now, where
Uh-huh.
they gave Bolo no dialogue whatsoever when he was whooping everybody's ass.
Oh yeah,
Just
nah.
like, what is he, Bam Bam? Like, what's going on?
You know what? I'm glad you brought that shit up because they made him like the villain. Okay, like he don't say nothing but like a few
Just
words.
you're next.
Like, you're
Like that's
mine.
it. That's all he
Yeah.
says throughout the whole movie. That's it.
Oh, this was I did remember this. I'm glad you brought that up because I did remember something. And I think this was a Bruce Lee reference too. Uh, to the part where Frank is he broke like the bottom brick. I don't know if you remember that
Yes.
when he went for the training. I
Yes.
mean, for the initiation or whatever for the thing. And Bolo says bricks don't hit back. And I was just like, wait a minute, did you doing Bruce Lee right now? This what we doing? I was like, you must have been training with Bruce Lee or something, like, because really, you know. And then it's crazy because I think a little bit after that we get we get one of the fighters that does Jeet Kune Do. I think that was like the first of the fights that were kind of skipped. I think that was one of the first fights or whatever. But yeah, I agree with that too. Like all of the fights that we saw that didn't include Bolo Young or the main character were kind of like fast forward and stuff. And I didn't want to see some of those fights go. I did want to see that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like,
So the interesting thing that I did not know about this movie was at the end where they're saying how this was an actual story that happened.
yeah, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up too because I didn't know that it was an actual
I
story
I
too,
have it
based
right
on
here.
certain events. Yeah, go
From
ahead.
1975 to 1980, Frank W. Dux fought 329 matches. He
Damn,
retired undefeated at the World Heavyweight Full Contact Kumite
damn,
champion. Mr.
damn.
Duck still holds four world records. This is when the movie released. I don't know if it's still the same.
Right.
Fastest knockout 3.2 seconds. Fastest punch with a knockout 0.12 seconds. Fastest kick with a knockout 72 miles per
Ooh.
hour. Most consecutive knockouts in a single tournament 56.
Ooh. Wow. Damn, that he was a bad mother sucker then.
Now, the
Huh.
interesting part was like how do you determine speed
Which is true
and
too.
velocity in that back then?
Right.
Like
I mean,
how do you measure that?
I guess the same way they measured it with Bruce Lee, because they had him do. Excuse me, they had him demonstrate certain ways to do speed. Like, I think I saw in one interview he was doing it kind of with with somebody, but he did the 1 inch punch. He did that shit quick, you
Oh,
know. So I guess he had to do certain things like they did in the like we saw when when Frank first went in there and he had to prove himself basically. Maybe they had to do it like that. I That's actually a good question. I really don't know.
yeah,
It's
because when
actually
I was reading that, I'm like, how do you measure that back then,
right.
considering the technology wasn't
Wasn't up there,
well,
right? I
no,
mean,
yeah.
yeah, because it wasn't like they had the thing in Dragon Ball Z, like when they had
Oh,
the tournaments.
Vegeta, what's his power level?
It's over 9,000. What?
What 9,000?
That's not possible. Speaking of, I want to see that chapter so bad, bro.
Crazy.
I want to see that chapter so bad because I want to see Vegeta and Broly just get at it, bro. Oh my god. Anyway,
Trying to
oh,
think, is there anything else in the movie that we
actually,
missed?
yes. I'm looking at it right now. Um, Actually, Mr. Ducks founded the first American
Oh
ninjutsu
yes, I'm
system,
glad you brought that up.
Ducks
Yes,
Ryu. So,
that's the one I forgot
right, I
to.
didn't know that. So I
And
was just
then
like, oh,
yeah,
cool.
Dux Ryu.
I was like, oh, cool. Okay, got you. Um, oh, God, we got to talk about that hallway scene. Um, where you see Forrest Whitaker and his partner, and then and they're like, all right, yo, bro, you can't, nah, you're not gonna pass this, bro. And then you just see just Frank just walk up, systematically just stop, Bah, 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 bah. Keep going. Bah, 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 bah. I think
Like
he
he
kicked,
knew everybody was there.
yo, for real. Like I think he
Man,
saw one.
this man had observation hockey back then,
Oh,
bro.
for sure. And he had the Ryu hockey too, because he was out here kicking dudes, knocking them the fuck out. Like it's crazy.
My favorite one from that hallway scene was I forgot what he grabbed. Where he grabbed something in the the cables from
Yeah.
the the shocker went bounced off and then hit the officers. What was it that he grabbed? Do you
Oh
remember?
yeah, it was a like a garbage pin, not garbage
That's
pin, like a garbage top or
yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I
then
forgot
it
what it
just
was.
bounced like it was Captain America's shield and shit,
Yeah,
and it just hit the other two. I was just like,
exactly. How, Sway? How?
and then somehow
How?
grabbed the fucking taser, grabbed the taser and pointed it to them. Like, y'all serious?
How,
First of
Sway?
all, how did you get the recall back so quick for you to use the shit again? Like, yo, what is this? Yo, the '80s, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
80s
And
was a
then
wild time, bro.
yo, for real. And in that whole same hallway scene, you got Frank. I think he kicked one of the dudes and then used the other kick to close the door. I was just like,
Oh yeah, he did this.
bro. I said, this what we do? Is this what we doing, bro? And then the chase scene with Forrest Whitaker and the partner
Oh
chasing
my
Frank,
god,
bro. This is
bro!
and
Straight,
then the music on top of that. I was just like,
straight comedy at that point.
bro. It was just like what was it?
Some
Larry
Three Stooges
Moen.
type of
There's
shit.
three,
Yeah.
yeah, there
Look,
we go. The Three Stooges type falling
yeah,
into the
yeah,
water. They're like,
yeah,
oh.
yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah,
just like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
what the hell is this, bro?
Why
Jeez.
I oughta?
Yo, bro,
I'll get you, Frank. Wah.
damn, you sound like Ralph, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
You whore. All right, let's end this before this derails.
Oh, there you go, Janice. No. Okay. No, I
Man.
actually did want to talk about something. The part where I don't know who this was. Was he like Middle Eastern? The guy with the gold teeth?
Bro, I don't even know what he was supposed
Well,
to
I don't
be.
know what the hell he
But
was.
he
I
looked
don't
like
know
a
what he
mix of
was saying.
both,
Word,
honestly.
for real. Like I don't know what this dude was. I don't know what he
Frank,
was saying, bro. But
Frank knocked his tooth out, and the dude that cleans the mat was like, "Oh shit, free gold tooth."
oh, what's up? Y'all want to talk about that too? There's a scene where I forgot who it was. Somebody just got beat up and there's blood on the spot right there. And then the dude's looking at the other dude like, "Yo, you better clean this shit up." He's like, "Yo, you better clean this up right now.
Oh
Right now,
man.
you better clean this up." But nah, no, the scene I'm talking about with the I guess I'm calling him the Iron Sheik because I have no idea what the hell his name is. So the Iron Sheik,
You're chic. Wow, this
stop.
man's got the wrestling freaking references today,
Oh,
bro.
we got to, bro. So the Iron Sheik is trying to force
Well,
Janice
remember he
to
was also he was also the one that was trying to force Janice to go on a
yeah,
date
like,
with him
hey,
and
we
shit.
going to dinner. I don't give a goddamn. She's like, come on, lady. I don't give a goddamn. I know what you want. That's why you go with me to dinner now. And then Frank comes in as the white knight with
Ah.
the other dude, and he's like, "I'll make a deal with you. If I can get this quarter out of your hand,
And proceeds to give him a different currency
quarter."
coin. I'm like,
I said, I know this wasn't a real thing. It can't be. It can't be. It can't
and
be.
that's
It can't be. I just ain't no
that
way, bro.
that's the problem with these movies that deal with like real people. Like you gotta draw the line between
Yeah,
fact
you
and
gotta like
fiction,
right because it's like, all right, you're doing like bad shit. Like this is crazy. Like I know
especially
this man did not
considering
do this.
like I said, 80s movie. Like 80s was wild.
Yeah, like really wild and just over the freaking top. You know what I'm saying? We have movies that do that now, but still,
Not
to
to
a
the extent
certain
the
degree.
way they did it in the 80s.
Yeah, man, I was just like, nah, this ain't cool. This ain't cool. Well, as you know, Frank finally, he beats Bolo Young. He becomes the champion.
He made him say what was the word?
I don't know
Uh,
I didn't hear that word. I guess I give up or something.
I something like that. I should have had the subtitles on, but whatever.
Yeah, you know what? I just thought about it. I should have too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But in any case, man. So this was your first viewing of Bloodsport, okay? What did you think about it overall? And give us your score real quick before we get out of here.
It's like I said at the beginning. You have to have a taste for Van Damme movies to enjoy this.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'll give it credit. The end fight was pretty good between him and Bolo.
Yeah.
But besides that, cheese fest, bro.
Oh, Super Cheese Fest.
I
Yeah, yeah,
can't see
yeah.
myself watching this again.
Yeah, you know what? This is one of those movies where you find it on TBS or something like late at night, like around this time.
Nah, later than this probably.
Bob, yeah, yeah. Just if they did a Jean-Claude Van Damme like marathon, this would be one. Because actually, some people really love this movie. This is like their go-to favorite
I
movie
do
of
know
all time.
this movie's supposed to be like a cult classic, right, or something like that, or
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like anybody that talk about Van Damme movies, this is
talks
one of the
about
movies
this
they
one. Yeah,
usually talk about. Right.
it's
This
usually
one, yeah.
this one or Kickboxer.
Or kickboxing, yeah. Because which I guess I'm telling you, we gotta watch that because I'm pretty sure it's the same goddamn plot. I'm pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken, because I get these movies mixed up a lot. As somebody that's seen them a lot. Back in the day. So what score would you give it then? My guy.
uh, 6.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it the same thing. Because I'm older now, and I'm watching these movies now that I'm older.
Yeah,
They don't hold
not.
up.
Yeah.
They don't hold up. They don't hold up.
Speaking of movies
Yeah.
that don't hold up, I watched the second Mummy movie. Some of the CGI does not hold up. And this is before The Rock's infamous CGI comes into play.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Cause you watching the Mummy movies and stuff, right?
Yeah, the first one still holds up, which is crazy, but the
Which
second
is
one
great.
not so much.
Yeah. Oh my God, The Rock when he comes out, the Scorpion.
Yeah,
It's just,
this, this yeah, yeah.
another wrestler reference. This is crazy.
I mean, that CGI was terrible, bro.
Oh, for sure. And you know
He,
what
he,
crazy? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
you know what? You're probably gonna say the same thing. Like, even as a kid, you're like, what the fuck is that?
You know what's crazy? I was just about to bring that up. Actually, that was like my favorite scene as a kid. Like, I just like that scene as a kid. Now that I'm an adult, I'm just like, nah, that was hard.
Trash.
Yeah. I mean, if the CGI was better, okay. I'd
Dude, and
fight.
it's crazy because a movie like Jurassic Park still fucking holds
Holds
up, bro.
up.
Still holds up.
Aliens too.
That's another one.
Like, but you know
And
what though? But
if we want to go older, I'll drop a John Carpenter movie,
you know what?
The Thing.
The thing with that though, all of those movies have in common is that they use practical effects a lot.
Yes,
And yeah, they
and
use CGI a little bit,
some animatronics.
right? But still, they used physical shit to
Yeah,
convey that. That's why they still hold up to this day. Especially Jurassic Park, bro. Like Jurassic Park still holds the
I
hell
had
up,
seen
bro.
that recently. I'm like, bro, it's crazy. This movie from the '90s still. Well, I'm not saying every movie doesn't hold up, but like
Right, of
at
course,
that
but
time,
still.
this was like the pinnacle of movies at the time.
Oh yeah, like if somebody had to say what is one of the best like movies from the last 30 years or so, people are gonna say
It's
Jurassic Park.
it might change on certain
Depends on what,
occasions,
right? It depends, right,
but
right,
like
right, right.
it's crazy, like because we talk about this all the time. I know, I mean it relates to movies and stuff like that, but like nowadays you get movies like Marvel and DC and like these superhero movies throwing money, $250.
Oh yeah,
Not
Mill,
just that, not just them.
Mill, yeah.
Other franchises like Fast and the Furious.
Oh my
You
god.
put all this money into it,
Hmm.
but you don't get
Returns,
the returns from it because
yeah.
it's the product is not the same, and that's I feel like that's
This,
hindering a lot of things nowadays with
oh for
movies
sure, oh for
going to go
sure.
watch it.
Oh, for sure. Like, I don't know if you heard, but now they're gonna do not. I mean, when they do the next movie for the Fast Furious movie, they're gonna lower the
Oh,
budget now.
I
It's just
they're gonna
like,
go back to their roots. I'm like, it's too
oh, like, are
late,
y'all gonna
bro.
time travel, bro?
Y'all, you guys went to. I haven't seen a Fast movie since Paul Walker died, and
Which is fair. Which is
I
fair. It's
refuse
fair.
to watch the other ones because, like we were
Yeah.
talking about on different days, this man. I've seen clips of certain Fast moments of
Yeah,
this
yeah,
man
yeah.
repelling himself from his car to go
Bro, to the next
in the middle
damn
of the air
building.
to catch Letty to land on another car. They ended up in space. Is like,
Yeah. The
and
mo
then
yo.
you
The,
got franchises like Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park. Like
yo, yo.
they just butcher the whole story though. Every character.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I know this is a rant, but like
But it's a
Hollywood,
good rant. We
you
have to.
gotta do better because like
Yeah, man.
the latest
Yeah.
Jurassic World movie was
I heard it was
dog
bad.
shit,
I'm about to say, yeah, I heard it was
dog
bad.
shit.
I heard it was bad.
The dinosaurs are not even a major factor in the story. It's goddamn locusts.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
In
the
Jurassic Park,
dinosaurs
bro.
take a backseat to insects.
But
Yeah,
it's just, but that's the thing, though, and that's my other thing too. With certain IPs, I don't feel like you can do it anymore. You know what I'm saying?
but
Unless you
the other
come up with
thing too
something
is
new. You know what I mean?
you gotta world build.
Yeah.
I'll give you a prime example of a franchise that's doing that. The Rise of the Planet of the Apes movies.
Oh yeah, and they,
I rewatched those recently, and the newest movie they're coming out is a continuation of
yeah,
those movies are like 100 years later. Like if you
yeah,
do that,
yeah. Because I think the
yeah,
first,
but like you just can't. You just it's the first ones was James Franco and when
I'm about to say,
Caesar
yeah,
did his
that was in
third film.
2011, I think,
Yeah,
right?
that was
Or
a long
something.
time ago.
Yeah, and they still coming out with these movies, bro. And I haven't seen a bad one yet. I haven't even heard of a
And
bad one yet.
that's that's the problem with movies now where they don't world build. I'll give you a prime example. The most recent one, the Star Wars, the recent
Oof,
Star Wars trilogy.
oof.
For the first one, Force Awakens was just a rehash of A New Hope. They
I enjoyed it though.
Ryan Johnson tried to do something different with the Last Jedi. I enjoyed the Last Jedi,
I did too. I don't. Hold
and
on.
J.J. Abrams came in the third one and just
That just shitted on. Just
rectified everything
oh
that just
yeah,
happened.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Like, but
And
see,
then
and that's my
that
problem too. Yeah,
that's
I'm
what
sorry,
happens
go
when
ahead,
you
bro.
don't have a vision
Right.
of where you're
I was just
going.
about to say that. There you
And I'll
go.
give you another example.
I was about to
Marvel
say
with
that too.
Kang the Conqueror. Look at the situation they're in now.
Jonathan Majors, yeah, he doing his thing with that, and now they're in a flux now. 'Cause now they don't know where to go. They don't know. Now they're gonna bring in Doom. I'm like, where Doctor Doom come from? Like, okay, but you got to bring in the Fantastic Four too. So we're gonna get that too. Like, yo, everything you saying is definitely true, bro.
And then the
Everything
other
you
thing
saying is
too
true.
is where they go back and forth of what, oh, this didn't happen, but this happened, but oh, but no, what we said before, that didn't happen before, but now it did happen. I,
Yeah,
I
exactly. It is just like it's frustrating. And just to come back to this, and that's kind of the gripe that I have with like martial arts movies a lot of the times is because I feel like y'all don't world build enough. Like y'all always make
yeah,
movies just for one movie, you know. A perfect example of this that's the opposite is John Wick. John Wick
yeah,
has done this amazing thing of building world building while making each damn movie and
yeah.
then
They
making the
basically
action
world build in
more.
each movie. It's just crazy.
Yes, right. And it's just like there's certain things I still don't know.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And then now, John Wick 4 is done. And John's story, well, I don't know if y'all seen it, but y'all know, spoiler a little bit, but John's story is ended. Now what are y'all gonna do? Y'all could do anything. Y'all could do spinoffs. Y'all could do spinoffs on the assassins we'd already seen that's alive. Common's still
Or
alive. He can still do a
yeah,
movie with that.
what we talked
Or
about as well with the end of four, where with Sanada's daughter in the movie going after Donnie Yen's character.
yeah, Kane, I believe is yeah, Kane.
Kane, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, so you could do that. You know what I'm saying? There's many things you can do. Y'all don't even have to focus on John Wick anymore. He's out for certain
Now,
movies.
if we're talking about like martial arts movies as far as profitable,
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last one that's
Yeah,
come out
I
this
can't
year.
even either. It would have to be a Jackie Chan movie. I know that. It would have to be because his movies usually make the most, and I could be wrong about that. I don't know if you want to add Crouch the Tiger, Hit Dragon. I don't know if you want to add that, but I know that was a profitable movie too. I think Kung Fu Hustle was a profitable movie as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I
Um,
think so.
yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken. So that's the thing. Like, I just wish more martial arts movies would do like what the John Wick movies are doing, where you have martial arts in the movies or whatever, and then you also world building to where you can make more movies. Because even the movies that we're watching now, a lot of them are just one-off movies, like one and done. You can do a lot with these movies, bro. Let me tell you a perfect example. The One with Jet Li. I don't know if you have you seen that one?
Maybe it's a little hazy in my mind right now.
Got you. Well, that one deals with the multiverse. That's like one of the first, which is crazy now that I think about it. This is one of the first movies that ever dealt with really multiverse like that, which is actually a good multiverse movie. Now that I think about it, I think it's better than Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Honestly, um, we probably gonna check. That might be the next movie we check.
So
Anyway,
if we wanna go with Um, martial arts movies.
Mhm.
Uh, John Wick is the latest one, but besides that, you have uh, kind of never heard of this Kung Fu Ghost action comedy film.
What? Kung Fu Ghost? What the
But
hell is in that
but
movie?
but besides that one, you also have Everything Everywhere All at Once. And then before that, Shang-Chi, Mortal Kombat.
Right, right. Oh, we gotta watch Shang-Chi.
I never watched that um Snake Eyes movie.
I didn't either. I didn't even know that they consider that martial art. I didn't know that. Okay,
Like
gotcha.
as far as like theatrical, I John Wick and the yeah, John Wick and Shang-Chi. Everywhere Everything All at Once. Those have been the latest like theatrical martial arts movies if you wanna actually look into it, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing. That's like you said, those are really the only ones theatrical wise. I can't even remember outside
Every
of
every
John Wick. I can't even remember
everything
one.
comes to streaming now. That's
Exactly. Exactly.
and you probably won't see for a while another franchise that will be profitable. Who knows? Mortal Kombat might be that because remember,
Well,
when Mortal Kombat came out, this was during COVID, so
it
it
did good
had
numbers,
to.
I think,
It
or
did good
something.
numbers, but that they make their money on in the
Streaming.
theaters.
Oh, the theaters, right. Which you know, like you said, at that time, COVID was like rampant high, so they couldn't really
I
make that
now that I
money.
brought it
You know what I'm
up,
saying?
like I could definitely see maybe Mortal Kombat being that next franchise that takes over after John Wick.
I wouldn't be. I'd be cool with that. You know, again, because my problem with that movie was there wasn't enough action scenes in that movie. I felt like, and it
Yeah,
didn't really feel like a
that's another
tournament.
one where they didn't let the
Yeah,
fights play out. Everything was quick.
exactly. Yeah, like it wasn't. It didn't feel like a tournament. It felt like
But
a
when when
prequel to the tournament. Honestly.
when they did the fatalities,
Yeah, no, that was cool. When especially when
Kung Lao's bro, oof,
ooh,
oof,
oh, and Sub Zero's too. When he
yeah,
sat there and got rid of Jax, his arms and shit.
yeah. The one thing I didn't
Oof.
like about that, and we'll get out of here real quick, was
Okay.
when they introduce new characters,
Oh, like
new characters
Cole
in
and shit.
specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not a
Me
huge
too.
fan of that. It usually doesn't pan out the best, and like that was like the main focus of like everybody's hate, at least towards that movie.
Yeah, because like Cole was a new character and nobody really cared about Cole like
Scorpions
that.
descended, and yeah,
Yeah,
nobody
yeah, and
really
all that. Like
cared.
nobody cared about that. We wanted to see the old
We
school
wanted to see
ones.
Scorpion and Sub
Cool
Zero fight.
Lang, Kung
We didn't care
Lang.
about
We
that.
wanted to see Cool Lang. Something like, come on, bro. Shang Tsung. Like I wanted to see all of them, bro. Melina, all of them. That's what
And
I wanted to
if I
see.
remember correctly, they did tease Shao Kahn at at the
I
end of the
think they did,
first one,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, yeah. Because it's been a minute since I saw that movie, but yeah, if
I might have
I'm
to go
not mistaken.
rewatch that honestly.
Yeah, yeah, but you know what? We can watch that for the martial arts mayhem. We can definitely do that
Next week, I'm down. Okay,
next
we can.
week. Oh,
I'm making changes on this list. We'll move stuff
oh.
around.
I bet we
Yeah,
gonna do that
I
then.
need
All
to.
right.
We need to do a rewatch of Mortal Kombat,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so we'll do that. Then. Oh wait, so we talking about the new one or the old?
the new one.
The new one. Okay, because at some point we gotta do the old.
Oh, we'll do the old one at some point. Just
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah.
rather watch the newer
You
one.
know what? We can watch it because the second one's gonna come out. We'll watch that probably during, when the second one comes out. We'll probably watch it a week before, something like that. So we can definitely do
Well,
that
the
too.
problem is like with most of these is like streaming, finding them to stream and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, we'll figure that out. So
Yeah, we'll
guys,
figure it out.
we are gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for
Yeah,
watching.
sorry
We
for
really
a little
appreciate it.
movie industry rant.
And it's all right. It's part of the process. It adds to the conversation too, because that stuff needs to be
Yeah,
talked about. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But all right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Go to Geek Load Stars. That's a new channel that we have. We talk about every other movie too, not just action movies. So definitely head over there. Link will be in the description down below and in the comments section as well. And we out, y'all. I love y'all. Deuces. Be safe. Have a good one, y'all.